You wouldn't believe what I discovered when I opened that drawer. I found a photo. My wife was kissing another man. But the shock was not the kiss. The man in the photo was her ex-boyfriend, Mark. I thought he was gone forever. I felt my heart break into 1,000 small pieces. My hands started to shake. The photo was taken in our bedroom. She was smiling a big, happy smile. A smile she never showed me anymore. I had been away for work for 6 months. I worked very hard on a ship to send money home. She thought I was still a poor sailor. She had no idea about my secret. My secret was bigger than she could ever imagine. My name is Victor. For 10 years, I lived a simple life. I was a sailor on a big cargo ship. My wife, Elena, always wanted more money. She liked expensive clothes and parties. I could not give her that life. So I worked harder. I saved every coin I earned. I sent most of my money to her. But she was never happy. She always complained. "Why can't you be like Mark?" she would say. "He has a nice car. He has a good job." I loved her, so I ignored her words. I believed one day she would see my love. I was wrong. 6 months ago, I got a big chance. My old friend from Russia, Dmitry, called me. He was now a very rich businessman. He owned ships, buildings, and companies. He said, "Victor, I remember you were the smartest man in school. Come work with me. Be my partner." I said yes. I left the ship. I started working with Dmitry. In 6 months, I learned the business. Dmitry gave me a share of his company. I became a billionaire. But I did not tell Elena. I wanted to surprise her. I bought a beautiful penthouse in the city. It had a huge balcony with a view of the whole skyline. I planned to take her there. I wanted to see her happy face. But first, I came home early to surprise her. That is when I found the photo in the drawer. My world broke. I stood in our small apartment, holding the photo. I heard a noise from the bedroom. It was Elena's laugh. Then I heard a man's voice. It was Mark. My blood went cold. I walked slowly to the bedroom door. It was open a little. I looked inside. There they were. On our bed. Kissing. Elena saw me in the mirror. She screamed. Mark jumped up. "Victor! You are back early." Elena stammered. I did not say a word. I just held up the photo. Her face went white. The next day, Elena tried to talk to me. "It was a mistake, Victor. Please forgive me. I was lonely," she cried. But her words felt empty. I looked at her and saw a stranger. I told her I needed time. I left the apartment. I went to my new penthouse. It was on the top floor of the tallest high-rise in the city. A doorman in a fancy uniform opened the big glass door for me. I took the private elevator up. The doors opened directly into my home. It was a duplex. The living room had floor-to-ceiling windows. The view of the city at night was like a million stars on the ground. I felt like a king. But I felt like a sad king. A week passed. Elena kept calling me. She said she was sorry. She said she wanted to fix our marriage. I decided to give her one last test. I invited her to a fancy restaurant for dinner. I told her to wear her best dress. She was very excited. She thought I was going to forgive her. She came to the restaurant looking beautiful. She smiled at me. But then, Mark walked in. He saw us and came to our table. "Elena, what are you doing with this loser?" he said loudly. Everyone in the restaurant looked. Elena was embarrassed. "Mark, please go," she whispered. But Mark did not stop. He laughed. "Still working on that dirty ship, Victor?" he sneered. "Elena deserves better. She deserves me." I stayed very calm. I looked at Elena. Her face was red. She was looking at Mark, not at me. She was not defending me. She was ashamed of me. In that moment, I knew. Our marriage was over. I stood up. "You are right, Mark," I said. "She does deserve you." I took off my old watch, the one she gave me for our wedding, and put it on the table. "Goodbye, Elena." I turned and walked away. I heard her call my name, but I did not look back. My heart was stone. I did not see Elena for 1 month. I focused on my new life. I worked with Dmitri. We bought a big company. My name was in the newspapers. Viktor Petrov, new business king. But I used a different name in public, Mr. Petrov. No one connected me to the poor sailor. One evening, Dmitri had a big party at my penthouse terrace. All the important people in the city were there. I was standing on the balcony, looking at the skyline. Dmitri came to me. "Victor, there is a woman at the door. She says she is your wife. She is crying. The doorman does not want to let her in." My heart beat fast. I told Dmitri to let her come up. Elena walked onto the terrace. She was wearing a simple dress. She looked small and scared among all the rich people. She saw me. Her eyes opened wide. She saw my expensive suit. She saw the beautiful view. She saw people treating me with respect. "Victor," she whispered. "What is this?" Before I could answer, Mark appeared behind her. He had followed her. He pushed through the crowd. Elena, I told you to forget this poor man, he shouted. Then he saw the party. He saw me. His face changed. You are Mr. Petrov? The billionaire, he gasped. The whole terrace went silent. Everyone was watching. Elena started to cry. You lied to me? She asked. You were rich this whole time? I looked at her. I did not lie, Elena. I was working to build a future for us. But you chose to betray me. You chose him. I pointed at Mark. Mark was sweating. I didn't know, he stammered. This is a misunderstanding. But it was too late. I had already made my decision. I turned to the crowd. Thank you all for coming, I said. But this party is over. I looked at Elena one last time. You wanted the rich life, Elena. Now you can watch it from outside. I walked inside and closed the glass door. I saw her reflection in the window. She was falling to her knees, crying. Mark was trying to run away, but security stopped him. The doorman escorted them both out of the building forever. I never saw Elena or Mark again. I heard that Mark left the city. Elena moved back to her parents' house. I felt sad for a long time. But then I understood something important. Revenge does not make your heart happy. It just makes the pain stop. I learned that true strength is not about showing your power. It is about knowing your own value. I was a good man when I was a sailor. I am still a good man now that I am rich. The money did not change me. But it showed me the truth about the people around me. Now, I help other people. I give money to schools for poor children. I help sailors' families. I am building a good life. Sometimes, I stand on my balcony at night and look at the city lights. I am alone, but I am at peace. I know that the right person will come one day. Someone who will love Victor, the man. Not Victor, the billionaire. The lesson is this: never let someone else define your worth. Your value comes from your heart, not your wallet. And if someone betrays your trust, walk away with your head high. The best revenge is living a good life.